When I came to Korea, I came with 3 fully packed suitcases. Too much stuff. I overpacked. So let's learn from my mistakes and let me show you what to pack and what to leave at home. Oh. First recommendation is to just pack less if you can. A lot of the things that you can get back at home, you can now get in Korea. Now Korea offers most of the things that we're used to at home, so it's not that big of a transition. That being said, there are some things that you should bring from home that you may or may not be able to get in Korea. First item on the packing list, of course, is clothes. Now, Korea has 4 seasons, so you need to pack for all 4 of them. The rainy season is really intense in Korea. I would probably bring some kind of rain jacket and rain boots, which I have had a hard time finding in Korea, so I brought some from home. Also in the category of shoes. If you have a shoe size that's larger than 8 US, you probably want to bring all of your shoes with you to Korea. Shoe sizes in Korea are really small, and it's hard to find bigger sizes of shoes. Korean women's size only goes to about a size 8, so if you're any bigger than that, you're probably not going to find any shoes here unless you shop in the men's section. I found a few unisex shoes while I was here that I could wear, but other than that, I'm only wearing what I brought with me. Also, sizing in general here is just a little bit different. A lot of the common stores are like teen shopping stores, and they're really big into one size fits all. Well, that works when you're working with a very homogeneous body type and everyone is close to the same size, but for foreigners, we come in all kinds of sizes and they're beautiful, but the clothes here don't always fit that. So pack accordingly, especially things like bras. The sizes here are really small. For some people that's great, but for some women you won't even be able to find your size, so make sure to pack your bras. I've also found with clothing fit here that if you have any curves whatsoever, it's a little more difficult to fit into clothing. So like for instance, pants. I have the worst time finding pants here because I have long legs and a little bit of curve. When I put on pants in Korea, it is very uncomfortable, so I stick with pants from home. Shirts I find pretty much fit me, but again, if you have larger breasts, you might have some difficulty. For teaching, most schools will want you to dress up a little bit, but not too extreme. It's not the same as the US where you have to actually dress up to teach. They are sticklers for modesty. They don't want to see cleavage. A lot of places don't like shorts. I would actually ask your Hagwon or Epic or your head teacher or any contact that you have at the actual school that you're going to and ask what is appropriate to wear to work, and I would pack that with me. Toothpaste. The toothpaste in Korea is not that great. It is very sweet. I think they actually put sugar in some of it, so I always bring my own toothpaste from home. If you have any special hair product that you rely on, I would bring that with you. They do have a lot of hair products. Olive Young has been really good about bringing in foreign brands. However, they have a very specific market with Asian hair, which is structured really differently to what we're used to in the West. So if you have really curly hair or really fine hair, or if you just have trouble with hair products, I would bring what you're used to. When you go to a pharmacy in Korea, it's really convenient and it's really cheap, but the problem I have found is that they only sell pills in very small quantities because they don't want you going and making other things with the pills, which I understand. But especially for women, I need ibuprofen and I want it in a big pack. I don't want 8 ibuprofen pills. I'm gonna go through that in a day. So I always bring one of those mega bottles of ibuprofen in my suitcase so that if I have a headache, if I have cramps, anything like that, I have enough for me and enough for a friend. So I highly recommend bringing a big bottle. Definitely bring an adapter. I think that's a given for any kind of travel, but make sure you bring an adapter and bring many of them. Sheets. Korea is a little bit weird about their bedding. You can get bedding, but it's different than what we're used to, and they don't usually have sheets. They're becoming a little bit more common. I have found them at NC Baekwajeong or NC department store in their home decor section. Is pretty good, especially for fitted sheets. But if you're not sure, or if you're moving to a smaller city or town in Korea, I would go ahead and bring sheets with you. Comforters you'll have no problem finding. Pillows have gotten cheaper, but sheets, for whatever reason, are not as common. Other random things that I bring with me, I bring guacamole seasoning, because though they have avocados here, they don't have guacamole, which I don't understand because that's one of my favorite foods. But I always bring those seasoning packets with me. I also bring taco seasoning with me. I think you can get that at Home Plus now, but I just bring it with me. Also, if you like sweeteners, Korea does not use artificial sweeteners. Even if you go to Starbucks, they're not gonna have that. So if that is your thing, bring it with you. There's some really key stores that are really helpful when you move to Korea. The first one is Daiso. It's kind of like a dollar store. It originated in Japan, but they have great ones in Korea. And it has all of your basic necessities. Anything for the bathroom, towels, toothbrushes, razors, little stands that you can put in the bathroom. You can even get really small chairs, desk organization items, kitchen supplies are there. All of your basic necessities you're gonna be able to find at a store like that, and because it's like a dollar store, it's very, very cheap. Most things are under $5 in the store, and you can get all the little knickknacks that you need to make your apartment function in that store. You don't need to bring any of those things, they're gonna be there. Also, there are a lot of really helpful Facebook groups that you can join when you come to Korea. I'm not gonna list them because they'll probably change a little bit depending on the city, but make sure to join in your local Facebook groups. Ask a teacher that you're working with, they'll know what they are, and people often will sell all their old stuff. So if you're looking for a TV, if you need a phone, or you want to adopt a phone contract, you can do that through these groups. It'll be cheaper and you'll be helping out someone who's leaving. Things not to bring. First one, tampons. They have tampons in Korea. I know they didn't used to have them as much, but they're totally available now. You do not need to stack your suitcase with 1,000,000 tampons. You are good to go. Also, deodorant. Now, I have been bringing this for the past few years. If you're picky about your kind of deodorant, still bring it with you, but you can get a hold of deodorant in Korea now. It's not non-existent. It's just not, they won't have 10 brands in the store, but they do have something. Foundation. If you are any color besides really, really pale, you probably need to bring your foundation with you. Korea has really, really good beauty products. I love their BB cream and CC cream. It's great. It only comes in 2 shades, really, really pale and slightly more than pale. So if you don't fit into that very narrow spectrum, you're probably gonna need to bring your skin care cover-up foundation with you. It's a bummer, it sucks, but that's all they got for now. Do not bring your whole closet with you. You will not wear it. I can tell you from experience, I have gotten rid of maybe 80% of the clothes that I've had since I've been here, and I still do not wear all of them. So everyone has different theories on this, but my little minimalist plug would be just bring less, because you're probably gonna go shopping your first couple weekends in Korea and you're gonna find all of these cute clothes, but you already brought 3 suitcases full of clothes, and now where are you gonna put them in your tiny, tiny Korean closet? It's a problem, so don't overpack clothing. bring the essentials of what you need to structure your wardrobe, but also keep in mind that you're gonna wanna wear some new stuff from the country that you're living in. Books. You do not need books. I would invest in a Kindle. I made the mistake of bringing books with me because I do like books, but now I have so many books. It's much easier to just get the ebook. Also, a lot of people have books. I've also found that some bars have book exchanges where you can just borrow a book and then bring it back the next week. There are libraries in Korea. If you're a really avid reader, they have a lot of the classics or more popular books. There's also places that sell books in Korea for a pretty reasonable price, like Aladdin Books is probably my favorite. There's also What the Book, and they offer books at a really good price. That's a good way to just buy the book, read it, and give it to someone later or donate it. Towels. I've heard people say bring towels. Maybe the supply was different before. Korea has towels. They're not exactly what you're used to. They are not the fluffy, amazing Bed Bath & Beyond towels, but they do have decent towels. Again, Daiso has really amazing towels, very, very low cost. So I would just go ahead and get towels there and not plug up room in your suitcase. Overall, when in doubt, I would just leave it at home, to be honest. I think it's really, really easy to overpack. I'm trying to learn to do better at it. I am not perfect. I still struggle with wanting to bring way too much stuff because at heart I am a preparation planner kind of person. But the truth is, Korea is a very modernized country and they tend to follow Western trends. So you're probably gonna have most of the things that you need, and yeah, so try not to over prepare. If you have questions, comments, suggestions, please put it in the comments below. I'd be happy to hear from you and answer any question as best as I can. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you next time. Also, don't bring your dog. You can find one here, right? Nap time. Did I wake you up from your nap? Help. This is way too much. Don't pack this much. Don't overpack. Don't do it. Pack less. Leave it at home.